And the only thing I realize that Zimba cares about is what people think about them publicly. If you complain to them behind closed doors, they will not do anything. They do not care about you. But the second that there is something that multiple people can see or multiple people start engaging with that's negative about them, it's, oh my gosh, no, we never said that. I really tried to give them every last chance to just do the right thing, to like just turn around. Like, I really want to believe in the best of them, but I guess I really did see their potential without seeing their credentials. Since everything just went so poorly, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I feel about this whitening kit right here. Okay, you guys, so today I'm just here to sit down and be completely honest about the worst experience I've ever had working with a brand and how much hell Zimba has put me through. And I'm tired of being quiet about it. Like, I've been kind of silent on a lot of issues that they've been having for a while just because I'm a smaller influencer. And you know, when you're a smaller influencer, you're like, okay, let me try to work with these brands, let me try to build my portfolio. And Zimba is definitely one of those brands that took that small influencer title and they completely exploited it. They used me. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I was silenced on it.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
So I'm just about to go ahead and hop into everything that was wrong with Zimba and how I ended up here making this video. And I'm also going to set the record straight about how I truly feel about this, and you guys already know how I feel about this. So with all that being said, you guys, if you want to see a slightly messy video, then go ahead and stick along for the ride and maybe leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, because that is going to boost this video to the top so that Zimba is definitely going to see this and they will not be able to ignore me any longer. Okay, so sometime close to, I guess, a year ago now, I made a video about my Zimba whitening strips, which went very well. And upon my first time buying them, they were very helpful, they were very nice, and everything was perfect, and it almost felt like it was too good to be true for this brand. So long story short, I start having some issues when it comes to shipping and my package, and I realized their customer service was kind of sus. Their customer service ignored me. I told them that my package was missing. They said DM them on Instagram. Completely ignored, left on red, like it showed me the scene on Instagram. And I was like, oh, so that's what we're doing now. Okay, cool. Got it. So after that nightmare of an experience, I decided, you know what? I have a YouTube channel and I have a nice little following now. Not a nice following, but you know, enough to where somebody might see it and care. So of course I went and I made a YouTube video talking about how awful Zimba's customer service is and all the things they did wrong. Also in that review, I went along to talk about how awful their whitening pen is and how I felt about their whitening strips. So you know what Zimba does when they see that video? They magically reach out to me and they said, hey, what can we do to make you take that video down? We will send you a bunch of free product if you take your video down and tell them that you do not think poorly of the whitening pen. So I was like, okay, they're engaging with me. Let's see if I can get them to bite, because that video, both of them did well and they were charting at the top of any Zimba search terms. So people always saw that and Zimba was like, oh, like this guy is about to mess some stuff up. So then fast forward a little bit. I'm like, hey Zimba, I want to work with you. Everything is going great. People on their team keep quitting and getting fired left and right. It's really freaking weird. I don't know what's going on over there. Might speak to why I'm in my situation right now. But they're like, hey, we will pay you money if you take down that video. They said, we want you to make another video for us, and on top of that, we're paying you to take down the old one. They're like, we don't want that bad press out there. And I was like, but that's how I felt. That's honest. And the guy at Zimba was like, well, you know, we took everything you said into account and we're going to change it up. We were like, we saw what you said, and I'll go ahead and find out like what I said just so I can be a little bit more correct. But I think I talked about how the whitening pen was bad. I talked about how awful the customer service was. I talked about how on their website, they say that if you like get this many referral points, you get this much free, but they don't tell you that in order to get that free amount, you actually have to spend double. So if they're saying you'll get $30 off your order, if you get an order of $30, your order's not gonna be free. You have to spend $60. So regardless, whatever you're getting off, you're still paying that same amount. So let's say you have $60 off, then you're still gonna have to spend $60. So it's kind of buy one, get one free more than anything. And like I said, they didn't make that very explicitly clear on the website, and I did not like that. And I was trying to warn you guys before you guys were out there doing what I did and telling everybody about them, because I'm pretty sure I have close to 40,000 referral points. The last time I checked, it was like 38 something. And that is a lot of referral points. And I was told by one of their actual workers that I am in their like top 10, top 5% of their highest grossing influencers, if that says anything for you guys. Actually, I think it even might have been higher than like the top 5. Like I think I was in the top 5%. Like that doesn't really matter to the story, but I was just putting that out there. Okay, so here's where the real tea comes in. So a couple of months ago, I made a really good video for Zimba talking about something they wanted me to talk about. They had some new flavors come off for the whitening strips, and I was gonna make a video about it. I was like, okay, I'm in touch. I get the videos sent over to them. They love it. And when it comes time to pay me, they start ignoring me. At first, they were like, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're gonna get you this, we're gonna get you that. It's just taking some time. We're trying to draft up some stuff. And I'm not gonna tell you how much they were supposed to pay me, but they were supposed to pay me nonetheless. And it was just always these excuses. So eventually they ran out of excuses. They put themselves on deadlines and they were kind of in a corner. And so I was like, hey, you guys, still waiting for it. I was super nice. I was super patient. I will even attach some screenshots just to kind of show you guys what I was dealing with. But eventually they went back to their old ways and they just completely stopped responding. And I was like, hey, you guys, like, is everything cool? Is everything good? And I was also like trying to reach out on behalf of some of you guys out there because you guys are having issues with your shipments, with your tracking. You weren't receiving your products and they weren't responding on their Instagram DMs. They weren't responding to my emails. Like, they weren't responding to anything. I was like, hey, I have a couple of people out there that are trying to get your stuff. Like, my code was broken, and that's the only thing they would respond to. Oh, your code's broken? We'll fix your code for you so that more people can buy it. But it was never, oh my gosh, let me check their tracking. Let me get back to them. Let me help them out. And that was just it rubbed me the wrong way, to say the least. Like, it's kind of very unprofessional when a brand does something like that. And then to add on to it, they went back to posting on their Instagram, because for a while their posts were like automated, but they went back to like posting and actively ignoring. And all my messages kept saying seen, to the point where I would send multiple messages trying to check up and they just wouldn't open it. So I would delete messages because I felt so crazy how I was reaching out to them. But it's also like, you think you're working with this brand and they start pulling something like that, and you do get a little bit confused. And it's like I said, micro influencers, it's kind of exciting to work with the brand. When a brand does something like that, it just really will rub you the wrong way. So then not only are they skipping out on paying me, but they're ignoring you guys talking about your missing packages. They're ignoring me trying to help you guys out. And the only thing I realize that Zimba cares about is what people think about them publicly. If you complain to them behind closed doors, they will not do anything. They do not care about you. But the second that there is something that multiple people can see or multiple people start engaging with that's negative about them, it's, oh my gosh, no, we never said that. So basically they're like the royal family and I'm Meghan Markle right now, where they're like, that's not what we said. That's not what happened. The next day, putting out a statement that says, we're not racist. I mean, I don't think this was racist. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like alluding to what I was talking about. They're not racist. But long story short, they can't be trusted. So I'm not saying the royal family can't be trusted. Gosh, I'm digging myself a hole right now. Let's just move on. And then to just really top everything off, the last video I was supposed to make for them was going to be in regards to this guy right here. But since everything just went so poorly, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how I feel about this whitening kit right here. I'm not gonna do a full unboxing or anything. I'll show you guys what's at the top, of course, but long story short, this product, in my opinion, was kind of lackluster. And I'll go ahead and get into my reasons why I think that it was lackluster. So at the bottom of this product, you get 3 of these whitening pins right here. You get 3 whitening pins, and I've already made a video talking about those. I'll go ahead and link that in a card, maybe even at the end of the video. But the whitening pin was never great. The formula to me, it was very poor. I saw no results. If anything, I felt like my teeth just got slightly worse after using it. And after seeing my video where I talked about how bad the formula was, spoiler alert, they were like, hey, we're gonna fix it. They didn't. Everything stayed the exact same. Zimba just got slowly worse over time, which is really sad to see a brand do, especially because they held a very special place in my heart. But back to what I was saying, this pin is what was used in this kit right here. So as you can imagine, the kit does not do much. I've tried it out on 2 separate occasions for 2 weeks at a time, which is like how long you're supposed to do everything, 14-day rotation, and it just wasn't great. And on top of this, no offense, but Zimba was kind of stupid for giving you a whitening pin that gel sits on your teeth. So if you're not gonna sit like this for 15 minutes, then it's not gonna work. Because when you close your mouth, the saliva, the moisture, the juices of your mouth are going to move it everywhere. And the stuff does not taste amazing. They're like, don't swallow it. I'm like, well, it's kind of hard for me not to swallow a gel that's gonna be rubbing against my lips and my gums and my teeth and everything without a tray or anything. So in a sense, it's almost a scam, because in a lot of boxes of their whitening strips, they're like, hey, you guys, we'll give you a free whitening pen. It's a little combo. If you don't plan on buying this, the whitening pen is practically useless. But then even if you do end up buying this, this is still practically useless. And I wonder how Zimba's gonna feel about me talking the truth about their product. I guess it's crazy when I'm no longer silent, but I was at one point silenced, just to throw some shade.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Like, you need to be hushed by a brand just to appease them, because look, You're worth a lot more than you think you are. And if you just stay true to you and you're honest with your fans, that's what's going to get you a lot farther. And I just do want to go ahead and say that I did not lie to you guys about how I felt about things in the beginning. All my reviews, all my opinions were true, but now I'm giving you a more in-depth look at what was behind a couple of things. So everything was always honest, but here's a little backstage VIP of some other stuff that y'all just didn't get to see. And before anyone decides to jump to any conclusions, this is how I've been feeling for a while now, and this has been going on for a couple of months. This has been going on behind the scenes, and I've wanted to speak out about this. I actually filmed a video about 2 months ago where I had kind of done something similar before it got even worse, but I made a video basically saying like, look, this is what I've dealt with while trying to work with Zimba, but I decided not to publish it because I really tried to give them every last chance to just do the right thing, to like just turn around. Like, I really want to believe in the best of them, but I guess I really did see their potential without seeing their credentials, and maybe that was my issue there. But yeah, long story short, I cannot stand behind Zimba, and I used to ride or die for them. I told everyone about them. I was so excited for them. I was so happy to see where this brand was gonna go. But honestly, I think this brand is showing what direction they want to head in, and that is to the gutter. Their customer service is awful. They lie to people. Actually, they don't even lie to people. For you guys, they just ignore you guys altogether. If you guys don't have the power to put out your negative thoughts in front of a platform, they don't care. They'll ignore you because you're inconsequential to them. And I don't think that's right, because I feel like all of your opinions matter, all of your thoughts matter. And if you guys have anything that you want to like talk about Zimba negative experiences, go ahead and comment it below. I'm here to listen because I understand the frustration and the struggle of those of you that have been through a bad experience. And I'm not going to be linking a code or anything because, like I said, I'm no longer standing behind Zimba. It was a good run for them, but I'm done with them, and I think for the most part I've said what I need to say. I'm kind of over it. But Zimba, if you're seeing this, I just want you to know that this is the last video I will make about you guys in relations to you guys, because I'm done. This is my goodbye. So hey, you want to ignore me? Cool. But if the people in this video choose not to, that's better, because I feel like their opinions and their validation on this topic are going to mean so much more than anything that you guys could have ever done. You guys really let me down. You dropped the ball, and I'm not blaming you guys for that. But all that being said and done, I'm out.